So as it's almost Christmas, I thought I would do a Christmassy, festive-y kind of video. Originally, I was going to make a gingerbread house with my boyfriend Ryan, and we were going to decorate it together, but unfortunately that didn't go as we expected it to. Hey guys, so me and Ryan are going to be making cookies, but making them into like a gingerbread house because we were going to make gingerbread houses, but Ryan doesn't like gingerbread, so we're going to try and make them with cookies instead. So here is my massive cookie tray. So I'm going to put this in the oven, and hopefully once it's come out I'll be able to cook it, cut it up and make it into my house. Ryan, what are you doing? What are you doing?
I made a turret for my castle, finally. I was going to originally roll it around the rolling pin and have a hollow turret, but as I found out, this just falls to pieces. So I made one solid turret. Ta-da!
Do you want to say how it's going?
My cookie house is going amazingly, but
it is surprisingly, considering yours did fall apart before.
Yeah, and considering you had no confidence in me whatsoever, I have like, what's that, half a castle up right now? What do you have, Polly? Tell us what you've got.
Yeah, mine just fell over.
Ta-da!
Hey!
I win! I win!
My roof fell in and it completely destroyed the walls,
So yeah, my house completely fell apart and Ryan still didn't really turn out as he'd liked. So instead, I'm going to draw and illustrate what we originally planned to make. We both bought different things to decorate our houses with, but unfortunately we didn't end up using them. So I am going to add them into my art.
I got myself some Skittles, some Crunchy Rocks, some Rebels, because you know there's a lot of variety in a Rebel. I was like, I've got some big plans with the Rebels, you're gonna see. I got Kinder Surprise because I get little figurines. How smart was that? I get candles because fire, and also matchmakers because Polly gave me the idea because.
Yeah, you stole my idea, yeah.
No.
Oh, and you've got your little polar bear as well,
yeah. So this is gonna be amazing. What do you get?
So I've got nowhere near as much, but I'm planning on using the icing for a lot of it. But I got some jelly tots, and then I got a little snowman, and I got some matchmakers, and I'm gonna use these to make my roof. I am using a Strathmore mixed media sketchbook to draw out my gingerbread house and gingerbread castle. I am using a erasable coloured pencil for the sketch, and I'm going to be using mixed media to colour in the illustration. So I really wanted to capture what our houses were meant to look like. I want these to be really bright, colourful illustrations that you could find in a children's book. So I really want them to be kind of look like they could come out of a fairy tale. So I picked some sweets to include on my house, and Ryan picked ones to put on his castle. And I'm going to talk through what I did and how I included these in the final illustration, as we didn't get to use them. So as you can see on the turrets and the roof of my house, we used matchmakers, and we broke them into bits to kind of, well, I've made it into a kind of textured roof where Ryan used his to put on the top of his turrets. He also included candles because he, you know, as he just said, he wanted to include fire somehow. So yeah, he's got candles on his. I also had jelly tots as well, which I put in a colourful path outside the house. I don't think I probably would have used them in this way if I had gotten around to making my house and decorating it, but I think for the illustration this is a really fun way to add some colour. And Ryan also picked out Skittles, which I thought would be great to put around the door. I did also add in some extra details like the trees and things like that, just because I just wanted to make it a little bit more interesting. I did have a little snowman, little model snowman, and I put him in the front garden of my house. I just thought he'd be really cute to include and put in. I did miss out the Kinder Egg Barbie doll that Ryan bought, but I did include the Kinder Egg. I just didn't know how I could fit the Barbie into this kind of design. So obviously, as the gingerbread houses, I coloured them in brown, and the same with the paths as well. I did also use a bit of orange in there too, but I do go over them later to make the colour really pop. So as you can see, Ryan's Kinder Egg, as I said earlier, is sitting out in his garden. He wanted to kind of also use them as a bush, which is why I've also put them next to the tree. I've also got a crunchy rock there too, and at the base of the turrets I've got some rebels. So the red and the green bits are obviously they're the icing we bought, so I've also put that in there too. But I'm really happy how this came out. So as you can see, I'm going over it with Prismacolor pencils, fine liners, and a bit more watercolor as well to just make it really stand out. And I'm really happy with how it came out. As you can see, I'm blending other colours into the gingerbread houses as well, such as blue and red and a bit orange, just because I want to make it a bit more contrasting, and I really think this is a useful technique to use when colouring with them. So I also drew his little polar bear on the front as well. I found it a bit difficult to colour him because he was white, but I did use a bit of blue, a bit of black and a bit of purple in there, and I think he came out quite cute, and I think he worked out okay. So around my door there's some icing, and there's some writing icing in the green and the red. I'd also planned on drawing windows on my gingerbread house as well, just to make it a little bit more fun and exciting, and so it looked like somebody could possibly live in there. I also put on top of the roof those sprinkles I bought. I'm not sure if I probably would have actually used them, but I think they definitely would have looked cute if I had used them on top of the roof. I also put fairy lights on both of the trees, just because I just wanted to make it that little bit more special and Christmassy. So I think I possibly would have used the glitter for the actual gingerbread house, but I wasn't really sure how I could show that in the illustration, so I didn't include it. So yeah, the houses came out a complete disaster, and they were so bad. They did taste alright, but they looked awful. But thank goodness, hopefully I managed to recreate them, and you can kind of see what we were trying to go for. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Even if it didn't turn out as I had originally planned, I still had a lot of fun making it, and I hope you had fun watching it too. If you're new here, please remember to hit that subscribe button and hit the bell button so you'll be the first to notify when I next upload, which is every single Saturday, so I hope to see you next week. Please give this video a thumbs up and leave a comment below telling me what you would put on your gingerbread house. So I hope you have a very Merry Christmas and a happy holidays, and I'll see you next time. Bye!